Kia ora whānau, nau mai, haere mai. Anyway, thinking about coffee. Everybody talks about putting coffee in the garden and that, but I'm wondering how much coffee is too much coffee. Anyway, this lot here, some of it's going into the compost and some's going to go in the garden around some of the other plants, but it's got to break down. It doesn't affect the plants immediately, so we'll be looking at that in this video clip anyway, and seeing how much we can actually put around the plants, or what's good for around the plants. But most of this, majority, is actually going to go into the compost. So anyway, we'll be back soon, whānau. Well, just give the compost a bit of a turn. I'm going to chuck the coffee beans in, and I'll just set my phone down for a second so you can see what it's like. There is a truckload of worms in this lot. See that? Oh, heaps of little wrigglies. Oh, compost doing well. It's breaking down fine. It's going to be good for spring. It's going to be really good. We'll have a look over this side. Sit you down again. Oh. Well, we'll try over here. It's a bit hard to do it with one hand, but we'll give it a go. Oh. We've had lots of rain, so it's quite heavy. Oh, heaps of worms. No wonder the birds have been trying to get in here. Yeah, heaps. I got sawdust, kitchen scraps, garden scraps, coffee grounds, everything. Everything in here. Yeah. Hey, I love it. It's going to be great compost come spring. Anyway, I'll leave you there, whānau, while I turn this top part all over. As I've only got one bin, I have no room for another bin, so as you can see, I built a big bin. Yeah, so we'll be back soon, whānau. Well, putting the coffee in. It's quite a bit of coffee. I think I might put a layer of cardboard in between. I'd say there's a good 20 pounds of coffee here. Not just in this bag, but in all the bags I'm putting in. Excuse me while I do this, it's a bit hard with one hand. Beauty about the coffee is it all comes free, eh? You know, a lot of the shops just give it away. I like that free stuff, especially because I've only got $1 a day to spend on the garden. How much coffee is too much coffee? I'm so glad that they give this stuff away free, because I only drink 1 cup a day, so this would be months of saving coffee beans for me. You know, I think I'll put one more bag on. Be back in a second, whānau. Well, sometimes you just got to get your hands in there, move it around. That's a lot of coffee. The worms love it. They absolutely love it. Okay. So, yeah. That's 4 inches deep, 3-4 inches deep. That should be enough. So we'll get rid of that. And now I'll put some cardboard down. This is all good, that's just cardboard. Yeah. So it's got a lot of nitrogen. Now I'll put in that carbon. So we're back soon, Farney. Put everything in, Farney. See this? It's from the washing machine, you know? No need to whip it up, just chuck it in. It's just lint, but it's all compost, eh? It's all compost. And now for the cardboard, see, I've got all this. Yeah, cartons and cardboard. Still got some more coffee to go, but that might be put on the garden. Anyway, I'm going to put this all on. What I normally do, I normally put a layer on like this of the egg cartons, see, just side by side like that, and that puts a bit of oxygen back in, you know, so I don't have to turn it for a while. A while, I mean, you know, a month or two. And so I'll get these in and I'll show you what I mean. There we go, Farney. A layer of egg cartons down, and I've got some paper, a bit of paper and some small cardboard. I'm going to lay that all in as well here. This just adds the air, pocket of air to the whole layer. You know, I don't know how long it actually lasts, but the worms seem to love cardboard, as everyone knows. And if you didn't know, you know now. They just love cardboard. Not that shiny stuff, but this dull stuff. Newspapers, they love it. All the newspaper here in New Zealand is printed with vegetable ink, so it's all biodegradable, all great. So anyway, I'm going to check on these other bits and pieces, and then I've got to come up with some greens to chuck on top of this. I can add the coffee, but I'd rather add some green, help break it down faster. And then I'll put some coffee on top, then I'll do another layer of cardboard with kitchen scraps and everything. Every day I'm checking out the kitchen scraps. But anyway, we'll be back when there's some more progress on the compost, whānau. Okay, ka kite for now. Well, whānau, we're back at the compost. I've laid it down, and all the worms, you see worms, a whole lot up here too. A lot of the worms have all come to the surface to eat some of the stuff. I've got some more stuff to lay down, so I'll just put you here for a second. Well, that didn't work, the phone turned off. Doing this all on my phone, I find it a bit easier, so I'm just going to spread out some of this. And I got some stuff from the kitchen got to put on, and I've seen a few comments on gardening group I belong to about coffee beans not being good for your garden. So I don't think that's right. You know, they talk about acid levels and things like that. So what I know is that, yeah, it's quite neutral because you've drunken the acid when you had your cup of coffee. But we're going to do a test after, see how things go. Well, there we go. Here's a bag of coffee grounds. We're going to put that up here. See? There's just coffee. Oh, it's already got a worm in it. Already got a worm in it. Okay. This must be an older bag. So I'll do a fresher bag too, but what I got here is one of these. You know, measures the moisture. Focus. Measures the moisture, pH, and light. So we've got it switched on to pH. Yep, all the way over to pH. And we're going to stick this in the coffee. And that is reading, I'll give it a second, just over 7, so it may be slightly acidic. This is an old bag. I'll put it on moisture, see how much moisture it's got in there. And moisture is at just over 5, between 5 and 6. So that's not too bad. Just not. And we'll switch it back. Oh, that might be why it might be a bit acidic. It's a bit old. There's a bit of mildew in there, a bit of mold. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll switch it back. So it's on the pH. I'll give it a bit of a clean. Right. And the pH, it's so just over between 7 and 8. You can see that. So that's an old bag. So I'll get a fresh bag and we'll try out that. So I've got a few bags here. These were all picked up just in the last week. Now this one's the freshest. So we'll poke a hole in that. Oh, hold on, gotta put you down for a second. Be back in a second, Pano. Okay, so we've cut the bag open. Pull that down a bit. That's yeah, that's fresh. It's quite dry. There's no mildew. So we'll get a maybe we'll get a better reading off this one. So now switch to pH. Push it in. And it looks the same, halfway between 7. I'm trying to get it in focus for you. Closer towards the 7 than the 8, so it's basically neutral. And that's the fresh bag. So I can't see how that's going to make your soil acidic. It'd have to read a whole lot higher than that. But you know, put a comment in if you think it will. Let me know how. And we'll be back to see how much coffee is too much coffee. Okay. See you soon, Pano. Well, Pano, just out of curiosity, I bought these from the shop. And I thought, well, these are growing fine. Let's test the soil level with this. And well, as you can see, it's basically the same as coffee grounds. So yeah, basically it's neutral. So maybe that's a myth buster there for the coffee makes your soil acidic, or only keep it around acidic plants. Well, we're back to finish off this video vlog soon, Pano. Ka kite. So yeah, Pano, what I'm going to say is how much coffee is too much coffee. Because I don't believe you can have too much coffee for your garden or your compost. So far in this whole compost pile, which is close to 3 foot tall, it was taller, came right up to here, so it came right up to here, so it was close to 4 foot, but it's sunken down a lot, and this won't be used for a few more months, so it'll give plenty of time for the worms to eat up all this coffee. And from what I know, or what I've researched and found out, is that worms love to eat coffee. It cleans their guts out, makes a lot of the good stuff that worms make. Just break it up, you know, don't leave it in too big of a clumps, don't worry about the mould. And you check out this compost, you know, in a couple of months. But anyway, whānau, I'm going to be chucking in some more greens and some more coffee, and then I go inside and I'm going to have me a cup of coffee, because this smells delicious. Okay whānau, ka kite. If you like what you saw, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, ask questions. Maybe between all of us we can come to a really good conclusion about a whole lot of things that turn out to be old wives' tales in the garden. And subscribe please if you like. Hit the bell so you get a notification when I put up a new video, which is going to be quite a few as we're starting to come into summer, and I've been sick lately. Sorry, haven't been able to do anything much in the garden, weather and sick. So until next time whānau, ka kite, and enjoy your week.